So here's just a brief overview of our Canvas course. So when your student logs in, the first thing that they will see at the top of their page is the three most recent announcements for their class. So they should have the current day's announcement and then the two most recent announcements after that. Our announcements look very similar for our e-pirates, our virtual students, and our in-person students. So our virtual students will see something that looks like this. At the top, they have a video that I post every day where I go through the announcements and I go through our agenda for the day. Please make sure that your student is watching this video. Currently, a lot of students do not watch it, and it's really important. I give a lot of really important information, reminders, and instructions. So please make sure that they are watching that if they are a virtual student. Then for both in-person and virtual students, they both have this table here and objective. So the objective is what we are studying for that day. And then the table shows what activities we are doing and how long the students should be working. This should help guide your students, especially your virtual students, to know how long things should take so they aren't spending too much time on things that are not as important. I also post videos for the major assignments or the bigger assignments directly on the assignment itself. So for example, this is an assignment that they are going to be working on this week, and I have video instructions linked directly on the assignment. So your virtual students should have access to assignment explanations and examples for basically every assignment that we have in here. And those are also available to the in-person students if they forget or if they happen to be gone. Those video instructions are also available to them. The last thing that the e-pirates will see is the Zoom links for the day. These are question and answer sessions, so they are completely optional and students don't have to attend. It's just something that the students can attend if they have questions that they would like to chat with me about. If your student needs to go back at any time and review older announcements past the three that are on the homepage, they can click on this announcements tab and it will pull up every announcement that they have had for the semester. So if they know that they missed a day, they can go back and see what we did. In addition, I have everything organized in modules for our class. So students, if they know that they are missing an article of the week, they can go to modules, scroll down to the article of the week module, and locate the assignment that they are missing. Lastly, I just want to talk about the gradebook very quickly, and I am in a test student view, so I'm not exposing anyone's grades here. But a few things to be aware of with the gradebook. So I always tell students and parents to make sure that you're looking in this score column for the most accurate information. Sometimes these status bars can be incorrect. So I always like to look at the score column and encourage others to do the same. If a student has a 0, that means one of two things. Either they have not turned anything in, or what they have turned in is unacceptable, illegible, not the correct assignment, blank, etc. So if the document, if they turned in the wrong thing, I leave a comment. And you can tell that an assignment has a comment with this little speech bubble right here. So for example, on this one, I said, I can't view this, can you resubmit? Technology, as great as it is, sometimes there are errors, and so sometimes documents get messed up in the process of being submitted, and students just need to resubmit. What happens sometimes, though, is that students don't check this, and then they just think, I got a 0 and I don't know why because I turned that in. So make sure that they're checking that feedback. I do leave a lot of feedback on assignments, not only feedback like this, but also ways to improve on future assignments or corrections that they need to make. The next item to note in the gradebook is the excused. That shows up as an EX, so that means that your student does not need to do that assignment. It does not affect their grade negatively or positively. It is just basically a non-existent assignment for them. Next, if your student has either a little piece of paper like this or a T like this, that means that your student has submitted an assignment, but it has not yet been graded by me. So they are just waiting on a grade to be submitted. And finally, if there's a dash in the gradebook, that can mean one of two things. So it could be a missing assignment if the due date has already passed. So for example, up here, this was due on September 11th. It's now October 21st. So this dash just simply means that they have not turned anything in, and that should be considered a missing assignment. However, if the due date has not passed, for example, down here, this is due on October 23rd, The dash there just means that they haven't submitted it, but that it is coming up. It will be due soon. SIS will be updated weekly, and then Canvas is updated throughout the week as I'm able to grade assignments.